Hey, what's up guys? I got a bunch of new things to show you here for grocery drop number 6, and most of it is for this guy. Really excited to show you guys this, but most of the stuff I got was to cover this build here. But let's go over some of the things I did get for it. And I wanted to run with my existing 3S tattoos and CNHL packs, but I was told you could also run the 4 cell, and I ordered these Tattoo 4S 650 milliamp right here. These are pretty nice. Let's get a quick weight measurement of this thing while we're at it here. So I'm just assuming more power, a little bit more weight, but there's 70 grams just for the battery. I just want to go over these cheaper items here that I wanted to try out from Amazon. This is an 8-pack of blue and red arm guards. I think they're made for a specific frame, like a QAV style. But these are, you know, just want to try them. I think they're like $7-8 bucks. And was gonna see if they would fit on something else that I have. But they're decent TPU, not the best prints in the world, but for the money, I figured, you know, you could either cut them to size and put them on a different frame, which would be fine. Just wanted to give you guys a close look at it. Sorry about the wind. Beautiful day here, but it's a little windy. These are the blue ones. So not bad. This for your standard 220X and up motor. And then here are those little arm guards that I got for the leader. And they come with the screws and everything. They may not be long enough. If you notice the screws there, I think they're 5mm and they're a little short. But Maker Fire makes these, and these are also available on Amazon for $6. By the way, these were made by iFlight on Amazon. I'll have all the links as usual down below for everything. Here's a pretty cool thing, guys. A bunch of, I'm not going to take it all out, but I ordered just an assortment of titanium screws. And I usually, titanium versus steel. I think the hardest steel they make, the steel is going to hold up better in an impact. But titanium will hold pretty well too, but probably not quite as strong. But what you do get is weight savings. So if you got a particularly heavy build, maybe you could try these in some spots. But I got an assortment of 6, 8, and I think up to 10mm. And I also got these short prop screws, prop nuts here. And 90% of this stuff came from Race Day quads. They even make a pre-soldered XT30 that I'm going to use for that frame, just to save me a little time. I think it's like $1 and change for that. And then these here are aluminum washers for my chameleon motor props. They're basically just collet style washer that's got a raised edge. But just want to show you guys this stuff is available, and if you need different length standoffs in aluminum, different types of knurling, they have that, and they're fairly inexpensive, and you don't have to buy like 100 pieces of each. They just come in like usually 4 quantity per. So check that out on Get FPV. I think PowerFlip has their hardware selection, and definitely RDQ. And I also had to get a couple of more FR Sky receivers. These are the R-XSRs, and I'm going to switch out my IX2. Basically everything I have is going to go right to the FR Sky QX7S, so I got a couple more of these. And just, quick note on these guys, the RSSI reading is pretty accurate. I think all the tests I've done, maybe a quarter mile is the furthest I'd go, and that corresponds with what I'm seeing on YouTube. These guys that have been doing range tests, just going out, and they drop out right around a quarter mile. So not your longest range, but for the size and the weight and the telemetry you get, this is exactly what I want. If I want to go long range, I'll get Crossfire, you know. But for now, these are my favorite receivers, just for the size and the telemetry. Getting back to everything I got for this frame. Now you guys, I just showed you a quick look, but we're going to go over this really close here, measurements and weights and stuff. But this can hold 5-inch props, but it also, you can also opt to use 4-inch, and that's something I didn't have. So I saw these HQ prop. They are actually 4 by 4.3 by 3 blade, so they're 4-inch, 4.3 pitch, and this is actually what they were running on this frame when I saw it. Ooh. So yep, want to try these, and I also got these. I didn't even know they existed. They're the GemFan Flash 4052 tri-blades, and they're in clear. Each pack comes with a set of 4, not like their 2.5-inch that comes with 2 sets. These are just like the 5-inch version, so you only get one complete set for like $2.99-ish. I think these were a little over $3 for a set of 4. So these are the props I'm going to be trying, but I'm also going to run 5-inch props. The stack I went with, and only because I've had good experience with it, is the F440 HGLRC stack. And I've shown this before. It's just basically they pit the 2 stacks pinned together. It's got a bigger pad on the ESC, so you can see right there, for larger gauge wires to go to XT60. Probably just gonna go XT30 on this frame, but it's a nice thing to have. I just wanted to have the amperage because these are 40 amp continuous with 50 amp burst. And yeah, pretty much this time I got just this 2 stack. I didn't get the one with the VTX. But yeah, you guys have seen this before. I'm durability testing the 438 stack and the F440 stack because I've heard and seen reviews on stuff where they just they're not holding up. So I'm thinking those long stack screws that they come with now, the steel ones, are helping provide support for the pin-to-pin connection between the 2 boards. And for motors, I went with the Avenger by Brother Hobby here. These are 1507 3600 kV, so when I go to run 4S I shouldn't have any issues. And Brother Hobby is one of the best names in motors, guys, and it's really nice. This wire length is about 6 inches, so plenty of wire for any 5-inch build you get. And the cool thing about this motor is, well, it's the double-edged sword here, because you get the, I think it's M2 spacing, which is 12 millimeters from that small hole to this small hole, and then you get a 19 by 19 traditional. So you know, it's versatile, but if you're only using the 12 millimeter pattern, all this extra aluminum here is just extra weight. But you know what, for me, I'm not a racer, fine. So for me, I'll be using the 12 millimeter gap for this frame. And with the motor, you get a single prop screw and some mounting screws. Fairly simple, just like most other motors. And just want to get a quick weight of this motor, you guys that are interested. There is I think a 4200 kV or 4100 kV, and also even lower 2800 kV 1507. I haven't seen them available yet as far as US websites. So these are 18 grams, guys, with the wires, so I imagine they'll be a gram or 2 lighter when you cut them to the length you need. Let's get to the frame. This is what happened last weekend. This is what happened last weekend. I went to fly with a friend over at Vista View Drone Racetrack. They have a club there, and some of the guys in the club actually designed this frame, and they're called the Quad Monsters. Here's the top of what the bag was like. This is the ROC Ultralight 218, and they come in a 4-inch and 5-inch version. And one of the guys out there, Dean, thanks a lot. But if you do watch this, thanks a lot. He let me fly his 4-inch with 4-inch props, and I think he had 1407 T motors or T20s or something like that on there, and those HQ 4-inch props I showed you, and pretty much loved how it flew, so I had to get it. So I'm gonna tell you guys the only con I know of yet of this frame is it's expensive. It cost me $65 to buy this, which, you know, for frames, that's quite high for an ultralight 5-inch. The Win 5L is $50. The any of the flosses are 45 or lower. Even the new 2.1 I think is 45. So this sitting at 65 is pretty much one of the priciest ultralights I've seen. But let's just go over the quick stuff here. You get there's a couple of stickers in the bag, just stickers, and there's an information sheet of what they recommend to fit on here per spec, like motor size and the 20 by 20 stack size. And they include this hardware bag here. Very cool keychain, love that thing. And this is the TPU camera mount, and you get your screws and hardware. And it looks like you have two standoffs that are going to be horizontal, and these are 25 millimeter, and I'm assuming those are going to go across here and here. And then the camera mounts will kind of angle out between these two holes with the camera going in the middle. So nice touch. Really like the keychain. I don't know, I mean, probably print one of those, but nice touch that they added. I like those little things, guys. I don't know. But you also get this bag, and this is the padding with double-sided backing here, so you can stick it to the bottom of the frame for the battery, which is nice. A lot of frames nowadays don't come with that. And you get a nice battery strap, and also these adjustable style tie wraps, I guess maybe for your motor wires. And I hope this wind isn't wrecking the video, guys. And another thing they add is this XT30 connector. Here we go. Before I measure everything up, I want to show you guys, this thing is not even screwed together. Just dry fit it on, and that's it. It kind of locks in like a puzzle. And this is what the arms look like. They are boomerang style, and two screw hole mounts here, 12 millimeter spacing, and you get one screw on each side to secure it to the main plate, and then these slot into the side plates. And you can see here, I can't really pop this out. Let me just pop it out real quick. So you guys are seeing this frame just about as much as I've seen it right now. These are the side plates. You get two identical. They key into the slots here, and the cuts are very nice. Had no issues, didn't have to sand anything. So hopefully this focuses here. Let's move it up closer. So you push the side plates all the way in, and these just slot up and forward. See, I'm right in the slots right there, and then you just push it forward, locking it in place. There, got it. And there are the little holes right here for the hardware, and they would secure. Ooh. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. And these are the press fit, pre-mounted, I guess, circular nuts that are pre-built into the bottom plate. So you would just put a single screw through and fasten. Now I checked their frames when the ones they had already completed, and it's pretty solid as far as, you know, as skinny as these arms are. And basically same thing on the back end. Just line them up into the slots. Make sure the side plates are pushed all the way in, and slide them into place. There you go. And same thing on the back. Single screw right into these pre-installed press nuts here, and then you would have your two side supports. And there she is, super ultralight. Now my bendy flexi test wouldn't be fair right now. I have no screws in it, but if I do this with just a single arm, very slight flex, and only because it's only this thin, guys. If that was, you know, like a normal arm, a couple more, maybe 3 more millimeters out, I wouldn't be able to flex that much. So let's do some measurements here. So the bottom plate, it's 2 millimeters. Here comes the wind again. Side plates, 2 millimeters. Arms, 4 millimeters. Pretty cool. I took their recommendation to get the 5-inch so that I could opt to run a 5-inch blade, and also 4S, even up to 5S, from what I was told. Last thing here is the weight. Let me pop this cool keychain out and zero this thing out. Okay, so it's going to include the bag of hardware and the frame, and we're looking at 44 grams. Wow, 44 grams with the screws and the frame. I mean, that's the frame assembled would be 44 grams. I mean, under 50 grams. That's crazy. That's why I got it. I want to run 4-inch props and 3S and just cruise and have a blast with this thing. And like I said, I flew it, guys. It flies very nice, very smooth, very agile, and it held up to some wind. You'd think it would get pushed around, but maybe because it's so thin, it cuts through the wind pretty well. I flew it for about 3 minutes on Dean's model, and I wouldn't have bought it. 65 bucks, guys. It's kind of pricey, but I couldn't resist. I'm looking forward to building this out and showing you guys how she flies, you know, at my skill level, which isn't advanced at all. But as far as, you know, is it durable? Does it fly nice? Is it easy to build on? And is the design good for, you know, all around flying, racing, or possibly both, or freestyle also? But I'm guessing fun flyer, guys. Check it out. That looks so nice, doesn't it? You see it in the light. There's a nice top view of it, and there's the, try and hold it like this. Just a very nice profile. Minimal. I love minimal. This is amazing. Alright, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I'll get this built out as soon as I can, and we'll get a maiden and a build overview. Showed you guys pretty much everything that's going in there, so I'll build it soon. Thanks for joining me once again, guys. I really appreciate it. This has been my grocery drop number 6. No steak for me this weekend. Just joking. Yeah, I'll build this out. Thanks for joining me. Thanks to my subscribers. I appreciate it. Oh, got some giveaways coming up soon, so that's some news, and I'm looking forward to that, guys. So we'll see you next time. You guys be safe and keep on flying. Take care.